It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Inside give to Dickerson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, it's Manning. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Manning now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. A quick throw there is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to Ward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a play fake. Manning getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
3rd down and 10. Manning. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Manning gonna throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barron. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Manning again. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Manning. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Gay for the Colts field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They'll get 34 yards there.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Ward. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here to pick up the first down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Bettis. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run with Bettis. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Dickerson on the handoff. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Eric Dickerson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Returnable now for Woodson. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Roethlisberger's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know, and most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's a completion right there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That one complete to Bettis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Up the middle they run with Bettis. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Roethlisberger. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On second down, here's Manning. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Montravius Adams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry for Dickerson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw is Manning. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 28.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's Warren. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Ben to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right,
this
Coach,
was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. To the sideline and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Running it with Dickerson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try a toss here to Bettis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
A 51-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now,
This is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Colts coming out now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Manning. Setting up the screen to Dickerson. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
They'll run now with Dickerson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's James. Powers through. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Dickerson trying the right side, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6. Manning gonna throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Manning. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Manning to throw once more. The open man is Clark, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Into the red zone now. Manning. Over the middle, complete. That's James. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Manning now throwing quickly to the flat. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Up the middle they go. Dickerson. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead down to 20. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The tackle by Rodney Thomas. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And here's Freiermuth again. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Escaping the press. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that stretches the lead to 27. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Sheds off the tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Manning. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Manning now on first down. He's got it complete to Clark. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Again, it's Manning. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Colts on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
At the 31, it's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, often.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 91 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody, from Indianapolis.